Hello everyone, my name is Jon Rudolph. Hello everybody, this is Jon Rudolph coming to you from GuitarZoom, and I wanted to show you all a cool, quick little way of adding some interest to your playing when there's a simple chord progression happening, and maybe you're playing with another guitar player, keyboard player, that is handling the majority of the harmony, the bulk of the harmony. Okay, so we're going to start with just 3 simple chords here, and I'll show you what I like to do just to add a little bit of interest and intrigue and just a little bit of fun to the piece. So we're going to start with some chords you're likely familiar with. We're going to go with a G chord, a C chord, and a D chord. Okay, so here's the groove that we're going to be using, and it's somewhat familiar. I mean, how many pieces sound like that or similar to that? Okay, so let's say that's, on the recording, you kind of just basically hear this clean electric part or acoustic part, and you're tasked as maybe the quote-unquote lead player to add a little bit of interest to the piece. Okay, so here's what I like to do. I like to rely on something I like to call sliding sixths. And I do these primarily along my first string and my third string, so the high E and the G. And let me just show you the grips, kind of show you how they work, and show you how they fit in. So we have our chord progression. So over the G chord, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first finger, play my 3rd fret of my high E string. Then, at the same time, I'm going to be playing my 4th fret of my 3rd string with my middle finger. Okay? And I'm going to try to avoid the 2nd string altogether for this. So if you need to, lay that middle finger over a little bit and mute it. Okay? I personally, so if you're using a pick, just be sure you try to avoid hitting that string. I also like to employ hybrid picking, as you very well may see me do here, where I'm going to use my pick and my middle finger to play this grip. Okay, so let me show you the grips. We have right here. This is for our G chord. Then I'm going to take the same exact thing. I'm going to move this shape up to the 8th and 9th fret respectively. So take your pointer finger and aim for the 8th fret. I'm playing the same, interval. There I'm at frets 3 and 4. Again, I'm on my 1st string and my 3rd string. I'm avoiding the 2nd. So for my G, when the G is playing, I'm going to be playing that. When the C is playing, I'm going to be playing that, because that is implying my C chord. Implies my G, implies that I'm playing a C chord there. Okay. What about the D chord? Well, we could move our C chord up a whole step from there. So you're at fret 10 and 11 now. Okay. And that's totally cool. But as I often come from my G chord to my D chord, that's quite a distance to travel. So what I like to do is I use another kind of sixth where I take from my G position, I move my middle finger down to the 2nd fret, A, ring finger then goes on the 2nd fret on the high E. And as you can probably tell, there's 2 of the notes of our basic D chord, right? But since the other player is likely playing this D chord already, I'm just going to play a portion of it, okay, to kind of highlight those 2 notes. Okay, so all together, it's going to sound like. You can add a little slide in there if you like. Okay, so three little grips, really 2 grips, because this is the same grip as this. And then you have a new one where you play the 2nd fret on the high E and on the G. And that's going to fit really well over So as you can see, there is some flexibility as well. You can create your own part by just simply using these 2 different grips. And it sounds really cool, and it's actually an interval that we've heard in pop music for decades now. So it's sort of ingrained in our psyche. So start to employ some sliding sixths in your playing to generate a little bit of interest. Good luck, everybody. You can keep practicing.